So, the ethical issue that I chose to talk about today is abortion. And the reasoning for it is because I feel as though I have strong feelings towards it, and I've always had interest in it, and I've always debated against it in high school. So, I think it was best suited for me to talk about it. I've always had thoughts about if it is right or wrong. And even for me, when I was a little kid till now, I've always thought it was wrong. I guess the fact that I'm Catholic and I have been raised up to believe that from the moment of conception a little baby is there, even though they are still named as an embryo. I find that abortion can lead to careless sex, and the meaning of it is lost. The meaning of sex between males and females. What my church and parents taught me was that sex is for kids. You're going to have sex to have kids, to have a family. You're not. It's not supposed to be for pleasure or satisfaction, but the reasoning behind it is for babies. Now that abortion is regulated in many places, what do you think that means for teens? In my article that I posted, it talks about a simple pill you can take orally, and it induces an abortion similar to a natural miscarriage within 1 to 2 days. It is not regulated in Canada yet, but what I see within the text is pretty much an excuse for people to have even more careless sex, especially teens. It's weird because when girls have intercourse, their first thought is not developing any sorts of diseases, but their concern is getting pregnant. And now with the simple pill you can take to get rid of a little embryo, how many more teens do you think will have unprotected and careless sex? Those are just some questions that pop up into my head. I want to say that they, I want to say that uh, women do get out of dealing with the consequence with this pill, but I don't believe that being pregnant is a consequence. If anything, it's a blessing. In this world, what I find most hurtful is when I see couples trying to have babies and just can't have it. But then I look over to the other side and there are people who don't even want a kid and want to abort it. All these feelings I have for abortion could significantly impact me if I chose the route of ultrasound. In ultrasound, the sonographer can identify if there's something wrong with the baby. For example, if there's a high chance for a baby having Down syndrome, the first thought is abortion for many couples. And that's also something I strongly disagree with. God made everyone different, and no one should have to take a life away from someone that's different. Just because they are different doesn't mean that their life is worth any less than a normal person's life. I have an interesting story. My best friend's mother has 4 kids. Two of the 4 kids were said to have Down syndrome, including my best friend. Well, my best friend's mom has 4 healthy kids and none with Down syndrome. But the point of the story is, I guess that even though my best friend's mother knew that there were high risks of abortion, she still went through with the pregnancy because she felt that she would love the child just as much as she would love any other child. When I think about me doing and performing ultrasound, all these thoughts come up into my head. One main one is that even though I strongly disagree with abortion, it's not my place to tell anyone what to do. Everyone has the right to their own choice, but this phrase can also be contradictory because if everyone has their own right, why doesn't this little embryo have a say to their life? But what I'm trying to get at is that I'm not in the right place to tell someone what to do. I can tell people options, but I can't ever tell someone whether they can abort their baby or not. My role as a stenographer is not telling anyone to do anything, but what is within my role is giving them options. Yes, it will bother me on the inside if couples do choose to abort a baby, but really, I have to respect their decision. I can't do anything about it, and I need to be strong enough to keep my feelings inside. The video that you'll see about a baby not being able to feel pain after so many months is something that got me frustrated. It's the one on YouTube you'll watch. I feel like so many people are trying to find good excuses to make abortion sound like it's not such a wrong thing to do. Just because a baby can't feel pain, does that give people more incentive to kill them? Like, if there was a paralyzed man, does that give someone even more of a right to kill that man compared to a man that can feel every bone in his body? I just don't like how these new pills and new excuses are building up. No matter what method or philosophy there is, I'll still believe that abortion is a sin and should not happen. But I also believe that every person should have the right to make their own choice. I know these two statements kind of contradict themselves, but I'm just being completely honest with you and what my feelings are. And as of now, I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with my feelings. I don't know how to handle them. And I want to look back on this video and see how my mindset has changed. And I hope if I do get into ultrasound, I'll be strong enough and keen enough to handle situations like abortion.